Hello guys, in this video I am going to show you 10 most beautiful cities in the world. I hope you enjoy the video and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Number 10, Berlin, Germany. Berlin, Germany's capital, dates to the 13th century. Reminders of the city's turbulent 20th century history include its Holocaust memorial and the Berlin Wall's graffitied remains. Divided during the Cold War, its 18th century Brandenburg Gate has become a symbol of reunification. The city's also known for its art scene and modern landmarks like the gold-colored, swoop-roofed Berliner Philharmonie, built in 1963. Noted for its cultural flair, Berlin is home to the world-famous Berlin Opera and Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra, while its diverse art scene encompasses hundreds of galleries, events, and museums, including those on Museum Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Berlin is by far the cheapest capital city in Western Europe, so it's a great place for budget-minded backpackers and anyone wanting a great deal. Berlin has world-class museums, cheap food, crazy nightlife, and affordable accommodation. Number 9, Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona, the cosmopolitan capital of Spain's Catalonia region, is known for its art and architecture. The fantastical Sagrada Familia Church and other modernist landmarks designed by Antoni Gaudí dot the city. Museu Picasso and Fundació Joan Miró feature modern art by their namesakes. City History Museum includes several Roman archaeological sites. Barcelona is a safe city, despite all the things you've read above, and to not visit it because you are afraid of what might happen is a terrible waste of a potentially wonderful experience. Problems are most likely to start when tourists don't take the right precautions. While Barcelona can be expensive when compared to other Spanish cities, at an average cost of €100 per person per day, you'll likely still find it more affordable than many other Western European cities if traveling on a mid-range budget. Barcelona is an extremely walkable city with wide pedestrian boulevards. Many of the best tourist attractions are experienced simply by walking. It is Barcelona's center. Old Barcelona, with its narrow streets, sits to the south. Number 8, Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo, Japan's busy capital, mixes the ultra-modern and the traditional, from neon-lit skyscrapers to historic temples. The opulent Meiji Shinto Shrine is known for its towering gate and surrounding woods. The Imperial Palace sits amid large public gardens. The city's many museums offer exhibits ranging from classical art, in the Tokyo National Museum, to a reconstructed kabuki theater, in the Edo Tokyo Museum. It's a well-established fact that Japan has one of the lowest overall crime rates in the world. Tokyo is no exception to that rule. When it comes to violent crimes, Tokyo is perhaps the safest of all the large metropolitan cities. Tokyo is very tourist-friendly and most people in Tokyo can understand English. However, outside of Tokyo, it becomes questionable. The rail companies are very capable of explaining what train to get on because of the multitude of rail companies and different lines. Tokyoites love to eat out, a lot, and this makes Tokyo one of the best cities in the world for a great meal at a low price. So you can eat a big meal and save some spare cash. Number 7, Paris, France. Paris, France's capital, is a major European city and a global center for art, fashion, gastronomy and culture. Its 19th century cityscape is crisscrossed by wide boulevards and the River Seine. Beyond such landmarks as the Eiffel Tower and the 12th century, Gothic Notre Dame Cathedral, the city is known for its café culture and designer boutiques along the Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honoré. People call Paris the City of Love because of the romantic atmosphere it exudes. In fact, the City of Love isn't just a random nickname given to Paris, it's the perfect description anyone who visited the French capital would give to the city for all the romantic vibes they find there. Eiffel Tower is not only a common city icon but also becomes a symbol of love for many couples from all over the world. It is because of thousands of marriage proposals made under the beautiful tower every year. Number 6, Rome, Italy. Rome is the capital city in a special commune of Italy, as well as the capital of the Lazio region. The city has been a major human settlement for almost 3 millennia. With 2,860,009 residents in 1,285 square kilometers, it is also the country's most populated commune. Rome is famous for having amazing foods such as spaghetti, lasagna, pizza and gelato. This capital of Italy is well known for historic sites such as the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain and Vatican City. Rome is where the ancient Romans created systems and structures that we still use to this day. Rome, the eternal city, brims with ancient history, from the Colosseum to the port of Ostia Antica to majestic Vatican City and the Sistine Chapel. Because of its history, art, architecture, and beauty, and perhaps its gelato and pasta. Rome is one of our most popular cities. The best time to visit Rome is from October to April, when most of the tourist crowds have dissipated and room rates are lower. Although you'll need a warm coat, weather this time of year hardly ever dips below freezing. Rome is also called Caput Mundi, that means capital of the world. Number 5. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul is a major city in Turkey that straddles Europe and Asia across the Bosphorus Strait. Its old city reflects cultural influences of the many empires that once ruled here. In the Sultanahmet district, the open-air, Roman-era hippodrome was for centuries the site of chariot races, and Egyptian obelisks also remain. The iconic Byzantine Hagia Sophia features a soaring 6th-century dome and rare Christian mosaics. Turkey is famous for a diverse set of both Oriental and European elements, from the traditional Turkish tea to the majestic Hagia Sophia. It's also famous for its carpets, hammam and bazaars, and sweet treats like Turkish delights and baklava. Istanbul, Turkish Istanbul, formerly Constantinople, ancient Byzantium, largest city and principal seaport of Turkey. It was the capital of both the Byzantine Empire and the Ottoman Empire. It's now central of the world. Number 4. Shanghai, China. Shanghai, on China's central coast, is the country's biggest city and a global financial hub. Its heart is the Bund, a famed waterfront promenade lined with colonial-era buildings. Across the Huangpu River rises the Pudong district's futuristic skyline, including 632 meters Shanghai Tower and the Oriental Pearl TV Tower, with distinctive pink spheres. Sprawling Yu Garden has traditional pavilions, towers and ponds. Shanghai, which literally means the city on the sea, lies on the Yangtze River Delta. Shanghai has been described as the showpiece of the booming economy of China. Featuring several architectural styles such as Art Deco and Shikuman, the city is renowned for its Lujiazui skyline, museums and historic buildings, including the City God Temple, Yu Garden, the China Pavilion and buildings along the Bund. Compared to most of the rest of China, Shanghai is quite expensive. Still, travelers on a budget can find decent hotels at prices well below those in Europe, and on a similar level with much of the rest of larger Asian cities. Number 3. London, United Kingdom. London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, is a 21st-century city with history stretching back to Roman times. At its center stand the imposing Houses of Parliament, the iconic Big Ben Clock Tower and Westminster Abbey, site of British monarch coronations. Across the Thames River, the London Eye observation wheel provides panoramic views of the South Bank Cultural Complex and the entire city. One of the world's most visited cities, London has something for everyone, from history and culture to fine food and exceedingly good times. With such diversity, London's cultural dynamism makes it among the world's most international cities. It is a city of ideas, an innovator of art and culture. London is famous for more than its magnificent ancient buildings, the Palace of Westminster, Trafalgar Square, Tower of London, London Eye, art galleries, and Big Ben. London is a truly beautiful city. When you take into account the various areas of the city, along with their top sites and attractions, it's easy to see its beauty. Number 2, New York, United States of America. New York City comprises 5 boroughs sitting where the Hudson River meets the Atlantic Ocean. At its core is Manhattan, a densely populated borough that's among the world's major commercial, financial and cultural centers. Its iconic sites include skyscrapers such as the Empire State Building and sprawling Central Park. Broadway Theater is staged in neon-lit Times Square. As one of the world's leading metropolises for art, fashion, food and theater, New York is a city every traveler should visit. Whether you come for a day trip or for an extended stay, choosing what to see and do is the toughest part. The possibilities are endless. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in New York Harbor within New York City. New York City is home to nearly 1 million millionaires, more than any other city in the world. New York City is a hot spot for the rich. According to a new report from data firm WealthX, it is home to nearly 1 million wealthy people, more than any other city in the world. Number 1. Sydney, Australia. Sydney, capital of New South Wales and one of Australia's largest cities, is best known for its harbourfront Sydney Opera House, with a distinctive sail-like design. Massive Darling Harbour and the smaller circular Quay Port are hubs of waterside life, with the arched harbour bridge and esteemed Royal Botanic Garden nearby. Sydney Tower's outdoor platform, the Skywalk, offers 360-degree views of the city and suburbs. Sydney ranked 11th among world's most expensive cities, Melbourne at 29. Sydney has been ranked one of the world's most expensive cities. The 2019 Moving Price Index showed Sydney is ranked 11th on the list of the world's most expensive cities to relocate for both singles and families. Sydney, a coastal metropolis whose 5 million residents make it the largest city in Australia, is famous for many things. The glittering harbour, complemented by landmarks like the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The dozens of sun-bathed beaches peppering the spectacular coastline.